Okay. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another model mukbang. I'm here with Rowena.
Hi!
If you guys follow us on Instagram, you'll know that we did an Instagram live together. We did a little Q&A like 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
2, 3 weeks ago, yeah.
And we're gonna get into all this, but Rowena is actually with the same agency as me. We're both with Wilhelmina, and she's also on YouTube. So I was like, I have to have her for a mukbang. So what are we having today?
Okay, so we got Middle Eastern food. I'm Middle Eastern, so figured this would be nice.
Yeah.
We got falafel, and it has like hummus and like onions and some other good stuff in there. And it's like wrapped in like a pita bread.
It smells so good.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. Oh my God.
Yeah, this is gonna be messy.
I'm gonna give you a close up. That's okay. So this is our food. Oh my God. All right.
Oh yeah, it smells good.
So tell everybody where in the Middle East you're from.
Okay, so I actually grew up in Amman, which is the capital. I grew up there for 20 years. We were only supposed to be there for a year because my parents work transferred, and we ended up living there for like my high school years, and I graduated then.
Did you go to an English school?
So I went to a British school for 8 years, and then I did an American school the last 2 years.
Oh my God, that's why your English is so good. I'm so impressed.
And people are always like, are you, I apparently like say like some British words here and there.
You have like, I can't.
I can't. I did not say that.
No, well, I'm like exaggerating.
I also say like water.
Water.
Yeah.
And like, no, but you do have the A, like, I
don't know.
I say can't.
Now I can't say can't.
Yes, you can. Can't.
No, I can't. No, I can't.
Can't.
Oh my God, I do say it like that. Okay, yeah, I don't know. But I feel like I was there for 8 years, so it's like, and I'm the type of person that's like, so I kind of like caught it and it just stuck with me. But then I'm the type of person, if I were like to go to California, and like I'd get like the Californian accent while I'm
it's
there.
very transferable. I do notice that when I go to Holland. Yeah, it's like
so easy.
When I go to Holland, I feel like I speak broken English when I come back. I have to adjust for 2 weeks. I'm like, Daph, you are a Canadian, American English speaking person. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna take a bite into this. Oh my God, I'm scared.
Here you go.
So I've eaten here before, but I had the bowl before.
Okay.
Okay. Ready?
Oh my God.
It's really good. It's really good.
It's falafel. I love falafel.
Really? We usually, like, my mom makes them in the house and we just have them and we dip them into like the hummus, because like if there's no hummus I can't eat the falafel alone, because like they get a little dry for me. I don't know if anyone has had them watching, but like they're literally green on the inside, like lime green.
I feel like I tried, they're really good. I tried to make them once myself, but they were dry. I can only eat them now if I buy them, because I just can't make them properly.
It's nice if you like dip them in like hummus or like something.
Oh, it's gonna be interesting to eat this and talk at the same time. Let's start with how you got into the industry. One of the biggest reasons why I wanted to have Rowena on for a mukbang is because she is kind of like still pretty new to the modeling world, right? Like you started how many years ago?
I did 2-ish years with my previous agency, and just signed with Wilhelmina in February, March.
Okay.
So like I would say a good 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
And obviously you guys know I've been modeling since I was a kid, so sometimes it's hard for me to explain like how it is to become a model in this day and age.
Yeah.
And you have actually a lot of experience with that. Things have changed so much.
Like when you said in the live, you said like the lines were outside of like Wilhelmina for the open calls, and now like Wilhelmina doesn't have open calls, and I barely ever see open calls. There's like available once a week maybe for half the agencies. Okay, I'm gonna summarize this, but basically, so I worked, I was in Jordan, and I had gone to a modeling agency. So over there, people don't model they don't really know what modeling is, and it doesn't really happen. But somehow this modeling agency just came about. Maybe it's been open for like a year, and I went there because my friend was really motivated to model, and the lady there kind of forced me to like get into it, and she was like, oh, go wipe whatever makeup you have on and like take the photos. And I was like, no. I was like, I don't do pictures, like I don't know what this is, I do not know how to stand in front of a camera, like don't do this to me.
It's so funny.
She literally forced me. I mean, she was like pulling my hand. Did a couple of photos. I ended up signing contracts with them, and at that time I was like maybe 15. So that's when I actually discovered that I like this, and I did it for a little while, and the agency shut down. No surprise.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Then I came here. I got scammed a couple times because I was trying so hard to get into an agency, and I really wanted to continue.
Wait, talk about your agency scams. Do you want to?
Oh yeah, please.
Okay,
so first I went to Boston.
People don't talk about this, by the way. It's kind of like a taboo thing, I feel like.
They literally, like, okay, there are actually places that are literally built to scam you. Like, they are made to do nothing else but take your money.
They're called photo mills.
Photo mills? Okay.
Yeah. They're scam agencies.
Literally. So I was in Boston at the time. So I came here for college. I went to Boston. And when I was in Boston, I was looking for an agency, and I had gone in to meet with an agency. In the first like 5-10 minutes within meeting them, it was a really small office. The guy was like, well, I'm gonna give you, look, we have to charge you, you know, I'm gonna give you a discount because you're a student. And I was like, discount for what? I was like, what is that?
What do I have to pay for? I just met you 5 minutes ago.
Yeah. I was like, isn't this a job? Like, you pay me. I that's what was going through my head. Like, what? And he was like, yeah. I was like, he's like, I think it was like, he said it's usually 700, but I'm gonna give it to you for 500. And I was like, okay, what is that, like, what does that entail? And he was like, oh, it's for your photos, for your comp card. And he like showed me an example. I was like, okay. It's like, I'll think about it. So I went
back.
Super
major red flag.
Yeah. The second they offer you, the second they tell you, oh, you have to pay this much to do your comp cards, or we have to shoot you only with our photographer, or if they say like model coaching, model camp,
model classes,
like walking, we'll train you how to walk and do all that stuff. It's all like, just be like, okay, cool, see ya, bye, do the class. You good here?
I'm not good. Oh, no.
Fine.
Yeah.
So anyways, back. So I left that because my mom told me don't do it, like whatever, and I didn't have the money for it.
Right.
So I ended up just doing like random, like
crazy prices, right?
And yeah, like sorry, $700, like $500. I don't know what I just did, but I was about to swear, and I just whatever.
It's okay.
And then I came here, and again I was so desperate, and I went to like something, I think it was called, should I say that? It was called something, okay, in New York, another place in New York, tried to scam me too. And basically it was the weirdest thing ever. And guys, keep in mind, I know nothing about this industry. Like, I don't know what an agency looks like on the inside, what they do, what they say, what protocol is, what protocol isn't. Like,
I think that's what the biggest problem is, like,
I don't know anything.
It's such a mysterious industry, and people,
they don't know, and people are desperate.
Yeah.
So anyways, I go into this room, the weirdest thing ever. They play a video for us. I mean, first of all, it was an auditorium. It was like, there was a good 30 seats. The most random people, old, young, kids, all sorts of ages, were sitting on these chairs. We watched like a documentary on like all like their girls that have gotten like famous about modeling and acting and all that stuff. And then they had us all walk in front of each other. And they had us all wait. We waited like 20 minutes. It was like weird. It was really weird. And then when I went into an office, and my mom was with me, and you know, she said, oh yeah, she can do like Ralph Lauren, and she can do so many designers. Look at our models. Look at what they've done.
The promises thing is like, that's one of the biggest red flags, I feel like, because realistically an agency, yes, they will give you the opportunity. If they believe in you, they'll invest in you a little bit, but they shouldn't. They should try and keep the bar kind of like middle ground, I feel like, rather than being like, we're gonna promise you the world and then never show up, you know?
And it's like, I think I got one casting, and it was like through like an automated email. I think it was like sent out to like 50 people. Oh my God. It was like the most random thing ever. It was like some acting, I don't know. And that's the only time I ever got an email from them. And it was an email, like it wasn't even from an agent saying, hi, Rowena, we have a casting for you.
It was like a non-reply.
It was like, yeah, like a random.
Oh my God.
And then I got signed to Click later on.
Oh yeah, you were with Click before.
Yeah.
I forgot that.
Click ended up finding me on Instagram.
Click is a legit agency, by the way.
Yeah, Click is a legit agency. They're a good agency. I was with them, I signed a contract with them for 3 years. But like I said, I was studying in Boston, so the first year I was like on and off. So I would only come here like during the summers where I would actually do a couple of jobs. That's why I said like 2-3 years. So they found me on Instagram on like the Explore page. I got a message saying, hi, are you interested in modeling? Like, we would love to meet you.
Wow.
And I was like, yeah, I've been looking for 2 years and I got
Where have you been all my life?
I am interested in modeling. And at that point, like, guys, like, you know, girls, you know, like me when I was at that point, it's like you don't know what's legit. What is a well-known agency? Like now, like we can say them on the top of our head. We know, you know, the good agencies, the really good ones, you know, we know things. We know how castings go. We know what open calls are. We know, you know, how it's supposed to happen. And usually, like, you know, it's sad because even like 13, 14-year-old girls like really want to do this, and then they just want your money.
Yeah.
They want to help you.
I love that you started your YouTube channel and you give advice, and I think actually I love your YouTube channel, but I admire your Instagram probably the most because you yeah, no, I really look up to you because you just like have, first of all, you connect really well with your followers.
I try, yeah.
And you also just like with your model coaching, which we'll get into, but you really like try and steer young aspiring models in the right direction.
Yeah, because I've been there.
You've been there, right? And it's so important to like not just show the glamorous side and the fun side, but also be like, this is what it's actually like in the beginning. Be aware of this and this and this. And
because it's just like, I remember like how I felt, and it was like just so shitty, and it's like my mom ended up paying for the thing, and I was just like, I felt bad about it. Yeah. So thank you for saying that. That's so cute. Yeah, I try. I think that like one of the things that I teach, and I do model courses. We'll get into that, like you said, in a little bit. But
I mean,
one thing I always
say.
Yeah, I mean, I do model courses, and I help girls get signed with agencies, and there's different packages for like the courses. So we meet one-on-one virtual through like Zoom, which is really nice because I get to focus on just you. I look at you, your height, who you are, your size, where you live. I take down all your information. Once I have all your information is when I start looking at agencies for you that are like reliable, that are good, that are trustworthy. And each package is different, you know, and you know, anywhere from finding you photographers to finding you agencies to you know, doing a mood board for you for, you know, how to shoot at home, what to wear for digital, what to wear for open calls, what to bring with you to open calls. And going back to our Instagram point, how do you brand your Instagram, and like what do you want to post, what do you want to put out there? So one thing I always say,
huge part of modeling nowadays,
like, why do people follow each other? You know, you follow someone because you like their content, you want to see them come up on your home feed. So that's something I always say, put stuff out there that people are gonna relate to, that people are gonna like. So that's something that I like try to do, you know.
It's amazing. I'm gonna leave a link to your coaching in the description box and her YouTube channel so you guys can watch her stuff.
So I used to watch Daphne on YouTube before I signed with Wilhelmina. And I came across her YouTube channel. I don't remember how, but it was so random. I don't know, I remember, but it was so random. And I'm thinking, oh my god, this girl's so cute. Like, I like, you know, she filmed it. I might have been just when I was starting YouTube too. And it was
like a recommended video or something.
Yeah, maybe. And it was like, it wasn't the time where, so I finally focused my YouTube on just modeling videos, where before it was like a bunch of other things. So I came across your YouTube and I loved watching them, and I kept watching them, and I was watching them for like a year or so. And then one day I was watching a video, and she was walking in New York City, and she's like, I'm going to my agency. If you guys don't know, like I work with Wilhelmina. And I was like, and like the time I watched that video was literally a month after I got signed with Wilhelmina. So I literally was like, I called like my boyfriend. I was like, CJ, do you remember that girl I showed you on YouTube? She signed with Wilhelmina too. I was like, and I've been watching her for so long. I was like, I had no idea.
Right? This was in like right before
it was like
happened?
March, April. Yeah, so it was funny. So we got in touch with each other. We did a live on my Instagram.
I found your YouTube, and I went to your Instagram, and I was like, I saw that you followed me already. I was like, oh my god, shit, I need to like talk to this girl. Yeah.
It was funny though, because I found you, then you found me, and then you reached out, and then we did this and that.
It's like I need to collab
Social
with this girl.
media connects people.
Instagram really is the best.
Teach them some Arabic? Okay.
Yeah.
What do we do?
Well, you're gonna, maybe you should teach me some Arabic.
Okay. What is something you've always wanted to say?
Wow, let me think about this. I'm waiting for this moment for a really long time.
Just keep in mind, Arabic doesn't sound as soft as any other language.
I'm from Holland. Have you heard Dutch? It is like I'm trying to like chop off somebody's head with my words.
You could say I love you and it's like it's like what?
A lot of people think that Arabic and Dutch are like similar if they don't know it.
Okay, you say something.
Heb je lekker gegeten?
Okay, yeah, oh my god.
Kind of.
You have that means you're gonna be good at saying Arabic because it's all literally some people can't do it.
Okay, say how are you?
Kif halik?
Kif halik?
Halik.
Halik?
Yes.
Kif halik?
Yeah! That's good!
See, I'm a natural.
Second try, that's awesome. Some people are like, ha. Because we have the ha. And it's like the well, can't do that. It's from back here.
I'm not gonna try it because I'm gonna laugh. Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
So crazy. Am I a dog?
What dog goes heh heh?
A lot.
Sorry.
Done. One of the things that I really also admire about you is your work ethic. I feel like you're always doing stuff. You're always like balancing.
Always busy.
You're always busy and like, I mean, I feel like I'm always busy too, but you are just like balancing school and little shoots and like, you know, all of it. Oh, there you go. See, I told you. It's not just me.
That's like falafel, guys. It's not our fault these plates aren't that big.
Oh. That is pure karma. It's pure karma.
I'm dying.
Oh my god.
I dropped a tiny piece. And she dropped half a falafel.
That's actually karma happening right in front of us. I'm sorry, on your shoe too.
Oh my
Good
god. You're perfectly fine.
Anyway, as I'm like a butler right now, cleaning the floor. Can I get you a glass of water? So I'll phrase it like this. A lot of people always ask me like, what are your tips for productivity? How do you stay productive? How do you get so much done in a day? Tell my dear subscribers how you get so much done in one day. So my biggest tip is lists. Making a list and planning a schedule is a lifesaver, and I know that sometimes some people don't feel connected to that, but I want you to give it a go. Just give it a go and see what happens. And I actually, even though yes, our notes on our phone are fantastic and we love to use them, and you know, I do use them like when I'm on the train, when I was walking here. You know what I was doing when I was walking over here, the 7-minute walk I had? I made a list of what I'm gonna do as soon as we're done with this video, because I have some stuff I have to do. I have to like clean the apartment, I have an assignment due, you know, I have stuff to do. So like making a list really keeps you on track and like figuring out times. And like sometimes I estimate the time for stuff. So, you know, I say like, you know, we'll be done here by like 3 maximum, you know, by the time I get to the apartment I have to do this and that. Yeah. So like keeping that in mind and like make a list for your week, like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, see what you're gonna do on each day, and whatever you're not able to accomplish the day before, add it to the next day. I don't know if you're a list person. I'm very much a list person.
It's
I also feel like
for me.
Huge. And I also feel like it's one of those things that if you are the kind of person that feels like they're very busy all the time but you don't remember what you're actually doing, if you write down your small wins, your big wins, everything you kind of do in a day, you remember what you've done. Yeah. And the days don't really blend into one. Do you know what I mean? I found this like extremely helpful during quarantine actually, because...
And it feels rewarding too. Yeah. For you to be able to be like, oh.
It does. But during quarantine, I felt so like unproductive because I wasn't working.
Okay, yeah.
So I was already making lists, but because I wasn't working, I was like writing down the little things so that I still felt like I you know,
like,
accomplish something.
Yeah.
So,
Whatever, like edit YouTube video.
Yeah.
Clean apartment.
Do
whatever.
laundry or those little things.
I do that all the time, whether it's like super busy or not. But I was saying before is I like to write it on a paper.
Oh, so you don't do it in your phone?
I do it in my phone. I have a million lists on my phone. But if I'm at home and I have a full day of like, I'm packing for a trip, I need to clean, I need to do laundry, I need to stop by Michael's or whatever it is and I have to pick up something, I like to do a list on like a sticky note or like a little notebook because I like to scratch it out. I'm like just
such a good feeling.
Putting that line through it. It's like, yes.
Another part of that is you are in school.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us what you're in school for, how much time that takes up. We're having like the same experience as eating this wrap.
Cool. Okay. Right. So I actually should have graduated a year ago, but I transferred so many times. I finished.
Slacker.
Okay. Excuse you. Actually, you know something? One thing I always say is like, you have to really work hard and like you have to work towards what you want. And when I realized for the first year working with Click, that was a little bit difficult for me to be in Boston, and I so badly wanted to do more shoots. And my heart was in New York because that's like what I really wanted to do, even though like my life, my friends were in Boston. I made the really hard decision to leave my school there and transfer here to FIT from Boston so I can work with Click. And that's when moving from Suffolk University to FIT had me start from, they wanted me to start from a freshman, and I only had the year and a half to graduate. So they wanted me to start from the beginning, to do 4 full years.
To be able to like make the credits equal.
Yeah, because FIT also is like such a tough school and it's very well known for interior design, which is what I'm studying. And they don't want you to graduate from there and say I'm an FIT graduate
When you've only done a year and a half there.
And then it's like you can't like carry a reputation like that in a way. So they wanted me to start as a freshman, and I think I had 1.5 or 2 years left to graduate, so that was like cutting it in half. So I was like, oh my god, and I ended up like going down to like the administration literally every other day until I got to speak to the head of administration. And when I got to speak to the head of administration, he literally like gave up and he was like, look, we never ever do this. We do this once every couple of years for like one student, and there's this thing called advanced associates, which means they're gonna put you in 3rd semester. So it was still tough, but I went in 3rd semester, so that's why I still haven't graduated. I should have graduated, I think, 2019 May. But you know, I made the move so I can work with Click, and like if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have I wouldn't have gotten half the, you know, experience that I did too, and like I wouldn't know how to model or like clientele or any of that.
Yeah, crazy.
So I have no idea how I got to this point.
We're talking about school,
right?
And I called you a slacker,
right? That's how we got to this point.
Now I'm taking it back because you're clearly not a slacker. That's amazing. I think you're a really great example of like, if you want something, you have to go and get it. Like, you do not wait for an opportunity to fall into your lap. You don't wait for someone to reach out to you. You're very much a go-getter.
I am.
You know, and like you really want it.
Because like things, literally, like I said, they don't fall into your lap. Like very rarely. You gotta actually go make the moves, find the connections, ask around. And stuff like that. But yeah, thank you. I really want it. You know, it's crazy. People always tell me like, oh, did you get into modeling because of money and payments and stuff? And that was never like,
yeah, good luck.
Honestly, that was never like the thing at the top of my head. You know something, I didn't even know how much models get paid. I did not know that it was like a good paying industry, or like that, you know, you have on and off jobs, or like I never thought about that. I just loved being in front of the camera, and like I loved it so much that when I was in Boston and I couldn't model because my agency was in New York, I did a cajillion test shoots for the heck of it. I would find the people, find the photographers, and I would just go out and shoot with them because I loved shooting and it was just fun for me.
That says a lot. That means you're doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah,
because you and I both know that, especially the first few years, you're not going to be making a lot of money.
And like you do a lot of tests, and
you have to shoot a lot for fun and like for your book in the beginning, and that's
you have to enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, then it's like
100%. All right, so something that I ask all my model mukbang guests is, if you had to give advice to someone who is just getting into modeling or is an aspiring model, what would you tell them?
There's so much I would want to say.
I know. Go check out her channel because she has a lot of videos on this.
There's so much I want to say. Work hard. I feel like hard work is really, really important. Know what you want. You know, make sure that you're doing things for all the right reasons. And just work hard, and then just don't give up. And keep working towards that goal, you know, and goals don't come easily, and there's a really long ladder that you have to climb, but you'll eventually get there, right? If you keep going, and failure, don't let failure stop you. Because a lot of the times people give up. I gave up so many times. Oh my god, I had a full thing with myself where I was like, that's it, like I don't want to do modeling anymore because I couldn't get signed with something that wasn't gonna scam me or whatever. So work hard, keep going. There will be bumps, but you know, you'll get there eventually.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for sure is just not giving up. And yeah, you're gonna have experiences that aren't fun, and you're gonna have setbacks. We all do, but
Always.
the people who end up making it are the people who just don't give up, right?
Yeah, gotta keep pushing through.
Push through. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you.
You're the best. I'm so happy we met.
I'm happy we did this. I'm happy. Yeah, we met in the funniest way.
I know.
Hope you guys enjoyed this.
Yeah, hope you guys enjoyed us.
It was
messily
fun.
eating our food.
We had fun. I hope you guys had fun.
Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Go and check out Rowena. Subscribe to her channel. Follow her on Instagram. And we'll see you soon.
Bye.
Mwah.